So welcome to Atlantic Ocean Watch on YouTube, where we do affordable watch reviews. Today we're going to do a month-long review of this Tauchmeister timepiece, the second Tauchmeister timepiece I've had on this YouTube channel. As you can see, unpackaging it, the watch is very well packaged, very secure. There's some of the Aromatic and Tauchmeister information in there, telling you the model and other information about the timepiece. Remember Tauchmeister and Aromatic from my other Tauchmeister video. Same company, out of Frankfurt, Germany, with some Japanese parts suspected, but everything's manufactured and designed in pretty much in Germany. Leather strap. The technical information doesn't actually tell you what the width of the strap is, but it appears that the strap is 24 millimeters. Nice engraving there on the back. Nice strap, leather strap. Alright, so let's put this Tauchmeister on my wrist. I have a roughly 6.5 inch wrist, so it's a pretty small wrist. I found the watch strap to be comfortable and nice, but as you can see, some trouble getting it into the two keepers. It's rather stiff when you initially put the watch on your wrist. So again, this is about a 1 month period of owning this timepiece. I just want to make sure that I give you guys very accurate, description of my experience with this watch, so that it'll help you to make a better purchasing decision about getting this Tauchmeister timepiece. It only has a 100-meter water resistance rating, so you can go doing light scuba swimming, snorkeling with the watch. It can get wet in the rain, no problem at all. But the strap, even though you may not see it in this video, the keepers on the strap, after being wet and dry, various beaches within the East Coast, and me doing my job in a tour bus business and also working in the bicycle industry as well, the watch has taken a bit of a beating, and the keepers have started to deteriorate. And I actually just ordered a replacement silicone strap to replace the leather strap. So you may want to do the same thing, and I'll probably make a video showing what strap I'm going to replace the stock strap that comes on this watch with. Now the leather on the strap is comfortable, but the keepers are the weak point. Tauchmeister really needs to make the keepers thicker and a lot more durable. If they do that, then this leather strap will be just fine, because as time goes on, it gets more pliable and easier to put on and take off of your wrist. Okay, so let's do underwater performance and also underwater night performance with his Tauchmeister timepiece. So here we go, underwater performance and underwater night performance with the watch. This timepiece has been in the water quite a bit since I've had it in the waters of Virginia, North Carolina, and Florida since I've had this timepiece. As you can see, the lume is pretty good. It's not C3 Super Luminova level type lume, but because there's so much lume on the face of the watch, you can see it very well underwater with the contrast going on there underwater. As far as ingress and the watch functioning, no ingress at all. No problem with the watch functioning after being submerged in the Atlantic Ocean off of the coast of Virginia, North Carolina, and Florida. Also in the Lynn Haven Inlet of Chesapeake Beach, and of course the Chesapeake Bay here at Chesapeake Beach and Virginia Beach. No problems at all. Just make sure that you have everything properly pushed in and that you have the covers on the crown protectors on, screwed in properly, and you shouldn't have any problems. So this little clip here, I just wanted to promote my other YouTube channel called Just Go. I don't have a lot of videos up there yet, but I'm working on that. But Just Go is just to encourage you to support your local tour bus companies and get out there and just go. Local tour bus companies would be happy to take you where you have to go. Just Go on YouTube. I'll leave a link in the video description. Now, next I want to talk about the alarm function with this watch. It has an alarm function, but I found it difficult to use. I couldn't get it to work. It's probably user error, but I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. Oh, by the way, this is the Dunes restaurant in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I had gotten some dinner there, and it was great. The Dunes, they're not sponsoring this video, but you know, when I go eat places, I like to tell people where I go eat at if it's really good. And the Dunes and the Outer Banks, excellent service, excellent restaurant. Check them out. They're awesome. Actually, very good. Very good. I will definitely. This is a watch channel, but I will definitely come back to the Dunes again to eat when I'm down here. Very good food, not too expensive at all. Fast service. Um, it's really cool how they send you like a text message thing real quick, you know, let you know what's kind of going on. Okay, so the alarm, the second or lower crown protector on the timepiece is the alarm. You pull it out or push it in to set it or turn the alarm off. Problem is the arrow, I couldn't get it to work. Again, it's probably user error on my part. I did find that the crown for the alarm was difficult to get a hold of. I actually had to use a multi-tool to actually even get it to work, or to even try to get it to work, to get it to move. It was really difficult with my fingers to try to get it to work. So keep that in mind. There's a mineral crystal, slightly domed. It sort of reminds me of a U-boat, the watch style U-boat Chimera, kind of like a Chimera, which is one reason I really like this timepiece. But it also kind of, with the slight dome in the crystal, kind of reminds me also of like a U-boat caps oil a little bit, minus the oil obviously inside, and of course minus the hefty price tag for a U-boat Italia Fontana watch, which I certainly wish that I could afford as you watch the surfers in St. Augustine Beach, Florida. So who's this watch for? Well, in my opinion, this watch is for someone like me, a regular average Joe who likes the U-boat style watches, maybe like the Russian diver style watches that are out there, but can't, you know, comfortably afford, say, a U-boat timepiece. If you look at some of the U-boat timepieces out there, you can find some for just over $1,000, right? But new, but you know, some of the Chimeras, for example, you know, they're over $20,000. You know, and for a guy like myself, I wish I was able to earn that much, but I don't earn that kind of money. You know, and we're a budget watch channel focused on great watches for us regular folks. And I think this gives you that U-boat kind of, even like Russian diver kind of style, without breaking most of our banks. It's a fun watch, I think. Definitely will be a conversation starter, you know, in the bars and stuff like that. People will be like, man, hey, what is that watch on your wrist? You know, and break the ice with them and start talking about watches. A lot of doors have opened for me in my life personally because I like watches, and people that can help me get to where I'm trying to get to, like watches, and they're often impressed by the watches that they see on my wrist. Then they ask, of course, how much it is, and I'm like, it's this much, and they're like, wow, it's not bad. So, but as far as the watch goes, I like this watch. I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to give the watch 4 clocks out of 5 clocks. I'm not giving it 5 clocks because the keepers basically started falling apart, and I'm going to have to replace the strap because of the keepers, and also because it only has 100 meters of water resistance. It should have at least 200 in my opinion, and it would be nice if they had a sapphire dome crystal and not a mineral crystal. I mean, the mineral crystal is holding up. Now, the watch keeping time, I don't have any fancy machines for regulating time, see how well the watch regulates time or anything, but my experience so far is it's keeping pretty good time, and I haven't been late to anything using the watch. And the lume, because there's so much lume, even though it's not super C3, super luminova, there's so much lume on the face of the watch as you watch this very beautiful lady walk on the beach here in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. It's very beautiful. Yeah, the timekeeping is no problem. The biggest sticking point for me is just the ease of using the alarm and the quality of the straps keepers. If those two things were fixed, even with a sapphire, even the lack of a sapphire crystal, then I would be able to honestly give it 5 clocks as opposed to 4 clocks. I recommend the watch. Please go pick it up for yourself or as a gift for someone that you care about or love. Thank you for watching Atlantic Ocean Watch on YouTube. I'm also Atlantic Ocean Watch on Instagram and TikTok. And check out my other YouTube channel called Just Go. Take care.